This time it opened. Of course, we want to convert and edit. And once we convert and edit, we need to localize the appropriate folder, which is physics. And we don't want it in unit circle, extending trigonometry, edge of rod, or rotating PVC. We want it in initial velocity. So let's just save it there. Now we have our data set saved. If I just make this a little bit bigger, double tap on A so we can see what A is, what it beholds or what it has. Double tap on B, C, D, and then E. You'll see that we have time, our X coordinate, Y coordinate, and we even have X velocity and Y velocity. Sweet. Now we need to perform our calculations. So this is where I've made a calculator for you. So I need to go back to Moodle Mobile. I'm going to select on Done and then back. And in this section, there's another calculator. And here's the calculator, initial velocity calculator version 1. So go ahead and download that, and let's open that file. And you'll see that we have video analysis X and video analysis Y. We want to paste our data in here. And I'm just going to take this one over to Microsoft Excel and talk about it a little bit more. So let's just share this with Microsoft Excel. And we're just going to copy to. Now, notice that I have this long, weird name. We're not going to keep that. No way. Let's duplicate this file. And let's go ahead and call this initial velocity calculator. Okay, and I should have made this capital. And let's find out where it's going to go. It's going to go into our initial velocity folder. Everything is nice and tidy there. So before we start pasting anything in here, you'll see that we have our X coordinate, our Y coordinate, and then we have displacement. If I select on displacement, you'll see that displacement is just B3, which is here, minus B2. That's our final position minus our initial position. If I do the same thing for Y, final position minus initial position. We're going to find all of the final positions, all of the displacements. We did it 10 times for both. Well, we did it 10 times. And we can calculate the X displacement and the Y displacement for each one of those trials, each one of those sets of data. What we're going to end up doing is finding the average of the X displacement. So it's going down to F21, and we're going to find the average Y displacement. So once we find the average Y displacement, we're going to substitute that into our time of flight. All right, it's already referring to I2, and we're going to calculate the time of flight for this item. And then in order to find the initial velocity in the X direction, we just take the average X displacement and divide it by the time of flight for this displacement to occur. And we end up with a value here. So let's just go ahead and grab that data.